Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Dishing Out Flavor. Today I'm going to be making a stuffed cod. I had some leftover filling from the ravioli, and so there's crab and spinach and all that other good stuff there. And so I filleted the cod, stuffed that, wrapped it up, and so now it's all patted in. I have my assembly of egg here. I made a special fish fry of different seasonings and seeds and nuts and all of that stuff like that. Everything will be posted below. And then I have my oil heating at the moment. And so let me get started. Okay, so I had to use both hands to dip the fish into the egg batter because there was no way I could hold the cell phone and do that at the same time. So I was able to then put it over into the fish fry, and I had to pack it around on the sides. And I didn't want to overuse the fish fry because once you do that, then you have to calculate that into the amount of fish fry that you use. So I used just 50 grams of it because I wanted to see just how much of it would be needed for this size of cod, plus having the stuffing and all of that without having to use excess fish fry that I'm going to later have to throw away, but it gets counted in your carb count. I didn't want to have to do that. So this was actually 50 grams of that going on to about, I think maybe this is a 6-ounce or 7-ounce piece of cod. So I was able to cover that very well. And so it's just hanging out here, waiting to bond to the fish, and then I'm going to put it into the oil. And so I'm just splashing, or just not really splashing, but moving oil toward the fish to make sure that the breading doesn't come off. Kind of like to keep it in place as it's frying. And I have the oil about like 350, 55 degrees because I don't want the oil to be extremely hot and end up burning the breading or cooking it faster than what it's going to actually cook the fish. So I'm just going to watch the temperature, and then of course as you put stuff into the oil, it decreases the temperature. So see, now it's 293. I had it about like 350, which was too high. I want to keep it between like 300 and 295 if possible. So like I said, because I need this to fry, but I don't need it to fry too long to where it becomes soggy. So I may increase the heat just a little bit. Okay, here I flipped the fish a little bit before it was ready, so it cracked right there. But no biggie. Once I flip it back over and it cooked more on this side here, what's currently the top side will get flipped over and it'll be the bottom side. And so that little crevice that has opened will seal once it starts frying. And I did have to increase the heat because now I need everything to be pretty much prepared and done, and I can only get that by increasing the heat now. So it's all about browning the outside because the inside I'm pretty sure has reached the right temperature. Let me get another thermometer. Let's see, this is showing the inside. Fish is done at like 165, So this is more than done. I'm just browning the outside. Okay, so my fish is done, and it's just gonna hang out here and rest because it's a stuffed piece of fish. I don't want to cut into this at this particular point because everything is like hot and oozing in the inside. So I'm gonna give it a chance to settle down and let it rest. And then when it cools down to about like maybe 100 and maybe 35 or maybe 130, I'll be more willing to cut a piece open. It'll still be hot, but it won't actually be like falling apart where it looks like it's not completely done. All right, I'll be back to show you guys that in a little bit. Okay guys, I just wanted to quickly also show from the 50 grams of the fish fry that I used. Look, I still have 6 grams left over. So I'm going to redo that. Every little bit counts. So if you can scale back on the carbs where you can, why not? So I'm just paying close attention to everything that I'm doing now. That way I don't have to worry about using up my carbs. For every little thing that I cook, be like, I didn't really use all of that, so why should I calculate that in? Same thing goes for the amount of oil that you're frying with. When you fry with a cup of oil, you know that whole cup of oil did not get soaked into whatever it is that you're using to fry. It's not like you baked a cake and you use the oil inside of the cake. All of that was consumed, but not when you're frying. So anyway, that's just my little venting or my little pet peeve about the oil that gets calculated into the food. But moving on, the fish is looking good. Let me get back to the thermometer, see where it's at. Hold on a moment. See here. Nope, still pretty hot. Okay, so I'm getting ready to break open the stuffed fish, and I made a little bit of my mellow mayonnaise coleslaw. That's already been posted. Okay, so here we go. Everything's still looking good, well intact. Oh, that is just delicious. Okay, guys. I don't want to get too carried away and start smacking. I've done that before. And, as always, you guys, my ice machine back there is constantly dropping ice like it's supposed to. So just excuse that noise. Let's see if it pairs well with the coleslaw. That goes perfect. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and type up everything and get this recipe out to you. I may attach the coleslaw recipe one more time too. That, or unless you have some other yummy sides that you want to go with this. But to me, coleslaw goes very well with fish. The only other thing would be like, some type of potatoes, scallop potatoes maybe. Maybe I'll do some scallop jicama or turnip slices next time to go with this. That's something to play around with. All right, guys. Until next time. Okay. One more final shot. Close up. See how good that's looking. All right, guys. Stay safe. Many blessings to you. And as always, thank you for watching and being a part of Dishing Out Flavor.